Hola bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic. I'm Magic Mel and this is Owl, my spirit guide. I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome to episode 10 of playlist. Oh, no, of what do you call it stuff? Season 6. Oh my god, I always get muddled. It's Friday, guys, and Magic Mel's looking fancy. Hey, it's not just any dress. It's actually, I have so many stories to tell you again. I just checked when I posted my last video and it said like 3 days ago. I'm like, 3 days ago already? I thought it was just like yesterday. In any case, a lot happens in the meantime. So, little story about this dress. Well, in case you don't know, my latest passion is dancing. Something I've always wanted to do since I was a kid, but I was quite shy when I was little and never wanted to be on stage. And now I'm like, you know what? Life is short. Let's grab passion and life by the balls, ovaries, whatever, and just go for it. For our sake, to enjoy it, to feel alive. So on my bucket list was dancing. So I'm doing salsa, kizomba, bachata, and most of all, tango. My favorites are tango and kizomba. And they're actually linked. I didn't know that, but they are linked. And my tango teacher, she's this Colombian lady, and she's so amazing. She's an inspiration. The way she carries herself, the way she moves, her passion for music and for tango. And she sees my excitement. So on Wednesday, the other class, I was like, Adina, her name is Adina, I need to fix that skirt so it a little bit fits better. And I was fidgeting a bit and she's like, wait a second, I have something for you. And she disappeared and came back with this dress. And I'm like, it's for me? Oh my God, I'm like a little kid, seriously? And she's like, yes, it's for you. So I'm putting it on for you guys because it's Friday and you're my special audience, ma? Okay, how about before Magic Bell goes all woo in all directions, should we do our breathing? Yeah, vamos? Okay, unless you're driving, obviously. Although maybe even if you're driving and you're listening to this, you can send part of your awareness to your breath while you're obviously focusing on the road. And then listen to this episode again when you're at home. For everyone else, I invite you to take a comfortable seat, guys. Let's get present. Let's get comfortable and just close your eyes. I invite you to close your eyes. I need this also because I need anchoring and grounding. Absolutely. And no better anchor than the breath. So let's go for it. I invite you to take a deep inhale through your nose to the fullest capacity of your lungs, to the tip of your spine, and exhale slowly, twice as long. Just watch how your breath moves as you inhale. Allow your body to expand and exhale twice as long. And perhaps feel some ease, some more comfort as we inhale again. And exhaling any tension, any tightness. And just for a moment, with our eyes closed, let's put our awareness in our body, on the back of the neck, and the shoulders, our arms, down our back, our spine, our chest, our hips, and down our legs. And just spend a moment noticing. Being okay, even with these moments of silence, of spaciousness, knowing that spaciousness is equal to yin energy, or the page on which the words are written. the pauses between musical notes, the point of encounter between the inhale and the exhale. I invite you to take one more deep breath. Inhale. And with your exhale, arrive in the present moment. Nails Magic Official, opening your eyes. Welcome back. Super grounding, no? If you're someone like me who's up in your head a lot, with a lot of plans, a lot of ideas, big to-do list, then it's so easy to just stay on that hamster wheel. And it takes a conscious effort to reconnect with the body, with the breath, with the stomach. What's going on? What is present? What is the body telling you? And here we are. Here we are. It's Friday. And have you noticed something in the background? My painting is up. We're getting somewhere. My Marie Kondo phase is officially over. And I've created some kind of new order out of the chaos. And that's what it takes. You know, there was a point in the 2 weeks or 3 weeks I spent now clearing the house where I was so exhausted. I just sat on the sofa and I'm like, why the hell did I start this anyway? I could have just left things as they were. I could have been just comfortable. But that was the key word, comfortable. And comfortable is not necessarily the aim, the goal, or in our highest. Comfortable means familiarity, means being used to something, and kind of settling also sometimes. So I guess that I'm telling you this as a reminder that transitions are not comfortable. I take my filtering as an example. I didn't even know at that point, in the middle of it, how the space would look, if it was the right move after all to clear that big wardrobe. I just followed my feeling. And that's such a tricky one. I remember in the past where people said, just follow your gut, follow your intuition. I was always like, what the hell? What are you talking about? It seemed so abstract to me because I was so severely disconnected from my own voice, my own feelings, my own inner compass. So for me, it was an abstraction to follow my gut, follow my intuition. But there we go. It's worth it. And following our gut really requires taking a leap of faith, because often our gut or intuition is trying to gear us or lead us into the unknown where the mind cannot necessarily follow. The mind likes to have its plan. The mind likes to know what's ahead, wants concrete steps. The mind is like, I don't know about you following that little voice telling you go there, following your gut. What are you talking about? So I often have to tell my mind, my hamster, here's your pina colada, relax, it's all good, we're all safe, keep on spinning, but we're not spinning with you anymore. You go do your exercise up there. We're going to relax and see what our heart, our gut is telling us, because they are the real compass. You're just like crazy spinning on your wheel. We need you. You're okay up there, but everyone has its function. And we need to know who to give the mic to longest, or who is the captain of the ship after all. It used to be my mind, but I passed that role to my heart space now. And it's not always easy. It's definitely not always easy. I want to talk to you a little bit also about discernment and resonance. Because again, it's all easy to talk about this stuff. Be discerning. Does it resonate? What do people even mean when they say it resonates with me? Let's go back to basics. If we know that everything is energy and everything is vibration, your body is made out of vibrations. The words I'm speaking are vibration. So if we say that something resonates, means, example, no? My words, my voice, if they resonate with you, it means there's something in you that recognizes the same vibration or is on the same vibration. I often say, I'm not necessarily saying anything new. It may resonate to you because it's steering something, it's waking up, it's a reminder inside of you of something that's maybe buried or hidden, but it's there. So for something to resonate, we need two things: vibrating. recognizing each other. Ba? Discernment has everything to do with being connected with our body, the vibrations of our body. The whole notion of alignment is when the resonance of what you're feeling, the vibrations of your body that you're holding, that your body at which rate, at which vibration your body is vibrating, is in tandem, in line with your thoughts and with your words. So everything is in harmony. Then things are in alignment or harmony. There goes my nose again. Somebody mentioned in the last video that if my nose itches a lot, it means that the spirit guides are talking to me. Oh my God, they're definitely talking to me, because I don't think it's a screen, because I obviously do other stuff, work on this on my computer too. It's only when I record these videos. In any case, so discernment has everything to do with vibration and has everything to do with being in touch with the sensations of your body, the nudges of your body, whether it's your gut or general feeling of opening up or retracting. Let's say, for example, somebody tells you something and you look at them, the mouth is saying something, but you can read, you pick up on their vibe, their mannerisms, the look in their eye, and something doesn't quite sit well. Your body is saying, there's something there that is not quite right. Maybe your body, your subconscious, is sensing that the other person is not really, his or her words are not aligning with their body language, meaning there's some dissonance. Maybe they're hiding something. Their subconscious is telling something different. The mouth might say, go left, and the body is saying, go right. So there's some dissonance there. And you pick up on that. Our bodies are so, we're much smarter than we give ourselves credit for. We pick up on vibes. The thing is, they're not always rational, because our subconscious picks up on it first. Our body, our vibe, picks up somebody else's vibe first before we can compute it in our head. Neocortex. So the limbic system, the emotional body, comes first, and then the neocortex, which is like the CEO, the rational mind. So meaning, using your discernment means tune into yourself. Don't just buy anyone's opinion. Don't just buy into any authority out there that's telling you what to do about any topic. That it's diet or health or spirituality or whatever. The ultimate authority is you, toi, yourself. And I keep on repeating here on Mel's Magic Official. My intention is, my wish is for you to find your way back home to yourself, to your own authority. Because this, guys, is a huge time of spiritual awakening and reclaiming our spiritual sovereignty as human divine beings out of the enslavement of the crazy matrix. We're done with that. Bah? So, even what I'm saying, don't take everything as a given. Check with yourself. Does what Magic Mel says sit well with me? Do I resonate with what she says? Yes or no? Check with your own truth barometer. You've got it in you. And it does take some practice. In the beginning, I had to go like really small steps. And it's as simple as yes or no, open or retract. Does your energy or your body go like this, or more like this? And it can be very subtle. So it's really like building muscle, intuition muscle, resonance muscle. Just keep on checking with anything, with food. Does it sit well with this person, with this situation, with this place? Places have vibes also, yeah? We are like psychic machines. Well, not really machines, but you know what I mean. Psychic tools, our entire body. The important factor is that you trust your vibe. If you pick up on something that's off, trust it. But don't let anyone talk you out of it. And practice it. Practice it with everything. Find your way back to your own truth barometer and bullshit barometer. That's what discernment is good for also, no? Discerning, cutting through the lies, through the illusion, through the deceit, through the gaslighting, and finding clarity, resonance, alignment, harmony. And I'm saying this actually because I don't know about you guys, but apart from doing this Marie Kondo stint here, I've had the situation where the universe, or me, has been asking me to expand again. And I don't know about you, but I definitely, it's almost like I want to put the brakes on because I'm like, wait, universe, let's take it slower. And the universe is like, no, you're ready for it. You're not ready for it. You're ready for the next thing. And I'm like, fasten my seatbelt, because it feels a little bit like a roller coaster. And especially my mind, who likes predictability, is rebelling against it. And the way it rebels against it, actually, I've noticed, is that it hijacks my body. Well, my mind throws so many thoughts at me that I disconnect from my body and I buy into the story of my mind. In the meantime, while I'm disconnected from my guidance system, I steer off path. We spoke about this in the last episode, contrast or straying from our base, which is our own heart space, our own being. It happens and it's okay. The important thing is to find our way back, and then to take the lessons of, okay, how did I make my way back this time, and put it in our box of experiences because it's useful. And what I've noticed is this deep ingrained programming in me that is very much imbalanced energy. Like, it's crazy. I mean, I'm gender woman, but I'm very much in my masculine, meaning go-getter, action, making things happen, which is good energy per se. It's only that if I'm too much in that and I don't allow enough yin spaciousness to connect with my body and what my inner wisdom guidance is trying to tell me, then it becomes a problem. So to make it concrete, in the last week, I've had to make some decisions that required courage. And a lot of these internal decisions that we make for ourselves are courageous because often nobody else is looking. There's nobody like cheering, saying, bravo, well done. It's only you versus you. You versus your own integrity. You're steering off the path or coming back home. It's as simple as that. A yes or a no. And you are your own witness in that process. I am my own witness. There's nobody, witnessing that. And it's been interesting because my mind comes up with so many arguments and reasoning why following it makes sense. Whereas when I connected with my actual feeling, the feeling was off. It was clear. My body was saying, no, this is not the way. However, the mind is so loud. I mean, our thoughts scream at us. That's why it's so important to create spaciousness, have a practice where we can go inwards, where we can come back to base and check in with ourselves. Like, wait a minute, why am I actually doing this? Am I just caught in action for the sake of action? For the sake of wanting to control something? For the sake of predictability and safety, the illusion of safety? Am I just rushing into action because I'm actually scared to sit and connect with my truth that might be telling me something completely different and I don't want to face it? Hence, it's easier to escape into the mind and follow the illusion of the mind and follow the illusion of predictability and concreteness, which are all just thoughts at the end of the day. Let's throw out, the sense of safety. It doesn't exist apart from the safety that you create within yourself and provide for yourself. And okay, this might be triggering. I mean, obviously, if you're in a war zone, all of that happening outside, obviously that's a different scenario. But really, if you think about it, so many of us, we escape into our mind, making plans, wanting to control things because deep down we're actually scared of the unknown and uncertainty. And it's easier for the mind to process something graspable rather than to just follow our intuition. No? So I've made a few decisions that had to do with income and my next steps forward that have been uncomfortable. because it meant not following the crowd, not following my mind and the familiar path, not following what already worked in the past, which was one of the arguments for my mind to say, hey, but it worked in the past. Why don't we just repeat it? But my heart was saying, no, you're ready for something different. And by the way, didn't you have different heart's desires to serve people, to expand the place, to host retreats? And do it, claim it, embody it, own it, Magic Mel. It was uncomfortable because I'm like, am I really ready? There's always this voice, am I really ready? Are we ever really ready? No. That's why it takes courage, guys. The courage comes by taking the necessary step and taking that leap of faith. Because as we take that leap of faith, the universe comes and catches us. It does. And I have to remind myself every single time. That's why everything is a practice. It doesn't, we might hit plateaus, but the plateaus are extra dangerous in the sense of comfort zone. Like I said, with my house, I'm like, why should I bother moving stuff around? It's pretty comfortable. No, we want to grow. We want to expand. We want to change things up. We want to challenge. We want to discover, experiment. Life is an adventure at the end of the day, no? But we like our little comfort zones. I get it too. I'm not immune to any of this. So there we go. I had to check in with myself and say, something is not resonating with the decisions I've made. I have to check in with my truth and follow the truth of my body, which is the gateway, the tool for my intuition to express itself via feelings of offness or onness. It's either hell yes or hell no. Or even I don't know. Let's just go with the hell yes. And that's difficult because, sometimes opportunities come and you're like, well, that sounds pretty sweet. Maybe I should just settle for that. But is it what you really want? Or are you settling? Let's be honest. And I was like, I had to face the truth, the fact that I was settling. And I'm like, Melanie, come on. We've got stuff to do here. Important things. So discipline. We talked a little bit about discipline, no? Discipline in the sense of, in the time of confusion, help yourself lovingly guide yourself back to your truths, to your principles, to your values, to what is really important to you, because distraction is everywhere in the form of opportunities that are good enough, but not the best or the highest. And guess what, guys? We deserve the best and the highest because life is damn too short to settle. Opportunities, people, opinion. Even if we just sit and meditate, the mind comes up with like a zillion distractions. So it takes discipline to weed out the unnecessary, the non-important distractions and to come back into what really matters and what feels and sits right within you. And nobody can do that process for you. That's why the whole notion of taking responsibility is a sobering one. I get it. I used to avoid responsibility. I was like a 39-year-old kid. Well, how old am I now? Well, whatever. 38-year-old kid. Because I was scared of responsibility. It's like it's easier, but dangerous, for someone else to take charge, to abdicate responsibility for my life. Be it the government, the authorities, my parents, a lover, anyone but myself, basically. But ultimately, this is the time for us to mature. I gotta put it like that, guys. Because Mother Earth is giving and giving and giving, and we are taking and taking and taking, and we're just never satisfied. Like spoiled kids. And I was one of them, absolutely. And sometimes I'm still like that. So I have to check back in with myself. It's time to grow up, time to take responsibility, accountability, not shirk away from it. It's something beautiful to claim your life, to make decisions that align with your heart's desires, with your purpose. It means being a leader of your own life, to lead your own life, literally. Life is like a canvas. We can make out of it whatever we want. No? So take that, whatever you want, spray can or brush, and paint something beautiful. Let's do it, guys. Chance of a lifetime. Vamos. Yeah? And the more of us reclaim our power, come back to base, trust our own discernment, make decisions from a heart space, an integrated ego, the healthier the world will be. Because at the moment, there's a mass psychosis going on. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not a joke. There's like a huge soul sickness in this world today. And I was reading one book, The Veil of Isis, where literally it says we are in the dark ages, spiritual dark ages, and we're just coming back out of it, exiting Kali Yuga and entering the next golden age again. All of that stuff. We are in transition. And yes, stuff is being stirred up because moving stuff is not comfortable. You see all the dust, you see all the stuff you don't need anymore. It's tiresome, it takes effort, but hey, it's worth it. And whether we like it or not, the universe is not allowing us to carpet sweep anymore. Because I know what that feels like. Carpet sweep, suppress, reject, deny, pretend it doesn't exist, escape our pain, and it comes back with a vengeance, guys. Definitely. Because there's no more hiding now. Especially not from our own pain and trauma. Because we can't thrive and enter the stage of co-creation if we're still carrying the baggage of our trauma and our unprocessed emotions in our body. Literally, those vibrations, that stuck energy is keeping us in a lower vibration. It also doesn't allow us to access our psychic gifts, which are only developed once we go into our heart space and heal and love ourselves again and enter those higher, are like having the pass to enter those higher dimensions, whatever you want to call it. So being discerning, trusting things that really resonate truly in your whole being, not just through your mind, because your mind comes up with like a gazillion excuses and argumentation and reasoning to either do something or not do something that's actually in your highest, because it wants the predictability. And even the mind, it just wants to keep us safe at the end of the day. But we got to be a little bit, expand our awareness and recognize the mind or the ego for what it is. It's usually the voice of a smaller version of ourselves that wants to keep us safe. Good, it's fine. But hey, soul has got other plans. Soul wants to expand. Soul wants to serve. Soul needs to heal for it to really be an embodied expression. So use your discernment with everything, even with magic mail. Don't just blindly follow anything that's being dished up out there. And in case nobody has told you, I got to break the news, nobody's going to come and save you. Yeah? You got to save yourself. You got to do the work. You got to do the healing. And it's a process. It took me like 3 years of diligent work, patient work with myself to reach this health state I'm in. And it's an ongoing process, it never ends, but still, it's a process that's worthwhile doing. Because in the process, when you reconnect with your truth, you reconnect with what brings you joy, and you know Magic Mail is all about joy. You reconnect with your gifts and you actually have the courage to share them with the world. Guess what? The world will be a healthier, more thriving, more colorful, more abundant, more loving place. Because those people who love themselves are less likely to hurt other people, are less likely to overconsume and numb themselves out because they want to escape the pain, because they want to drink or drown out whatever stuck sorrow, unprocessed sorrow is still in them. And this is not to pass a judgment again, take my words for what they are. Even when I say you're not a victim, that might be triggering, no? Because obviously there are victims out there. I mean, so many horrific things happening out there. But what I'm saying is you're not powerless. That's what I'm trying to say. You at the end of the day, you have a power of choice. Even if that's choosing, well, the most basic, your line of thought. Because heaven and hell, remember, is just one thought apart all the time. And heaven is not some thing in the afterlife and out there. It's right here, right now. It's a state of being. It's a dimension that we can actually access and bring more into the 3D terrain. I don't want to sound preachy, but come on, guys. Sometimes we got to be a little bit, change our tono un poco. And I wanted to talk to you also about intimacy. Ba? So I bought these beautiful cups. Can you see they're like handmade ceramic? It's getting a bit dark here. Handmade ceramic. And I bought them at a local mercado here from friends who are potters. And maybe it's placebo, but when I was drinking my coffee out of there, I swear to God, the coffee tasted better. And it might have just been my psychological connection with the cup, with the makers, with the earth. But why not? Isn't that what we're all after? Intimacy with something, with ourselves, with other people, with the earth, and connection. It makes such a difference to know where things come from, who made it, what kind of energy went into it. So intimacy and connection, was Jung Pueblo, and he wrote the book Clarity and Connection. Yes, and intimacy and connection are some of our basic needs. To be connected to things again, to be connected to primarily to ourselves first, again, connected to our pain, to our body, what the body is actually doing and feeling. It's so simple and so groundbreaking to reconnect with ourselves and to really sit with it, pain and all, because we're so scared of feeling the pain. And by escaping the pain, we cause more pain. So ironic, but we do it. No? So I wanted to raise the cup to mention that I encourage you to support local farmers, local artists, local craftsmen, because there is so much change happening and there is so much beauty being created, and the world is so beautiful if only we open our eyes and perceive it. There's miracles happening all the time, unfolding in front of our eyes, but we're so caught up in our story. And we take things for granted. We do. In any case, for me, it's something special. And I've decided that I want Casa Lilia, our place here, to be full of objects that carry meaning, magic, and give me a sense of intimacy. How's that for an intention? An intention is very powerful. When we set an intention, it's like setting in motion a whole chain of events, because we are that powerful. We can declare things to the universe, and then obviously by following through with that, we create worlds. It's crazy how powerful we are. It's scary also, but once we take responsibility for our thoughts and our actions and our words and everything we put out and project into the world, it's sobering and it's also liberating, because then we can choose to what we say yes to. And by choosing to what we say yes to, we create a new timeline, new possibilities, a new earth, new ways of being, new connections. And that is what change is all about. And guys, the time of change is now. Ahora. Right here, right now. Okay, this is super long again. My nose is itching. Spirit guides are here. Should we do? Okay, vamos. Little, what's my oracle card for you? Because it's also getting dark. It's getting a bit pixelated, my screen. Venga. Connecting with our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. What message do you have for everyone who's watching here? Yes, you. We are connected here. Thank you so much. What message do you have for us? It's terrible. It's nosy, itchy nose. Is that dyslexia? Sometimes I put the words other way around. I think it's kind of cool because new meaning comes up. Or at least it makes it's a bit like surrealist, like automatic writing gives things a new sense. It actually is like it's creating chaos out of the usual order and refreshes things. Okay, focus. No mas. Okay. Said stop. First card. Ready? Treasure Island in the reverse. Okay. Treasure Island upgrade, whatever you call it, upside. Upward. You see a turtle, which are magical beings per se, with a beautiful treasure cove. What do you call it? Treasure box on top where hearts and stars are swirling around. There's a golden star in there. And it's in the reverse. It's not a bad thing. But to me, just before I read the booklet, it talks to me about being aware of the treasure we carry inside. You know, the biggest treasure is you. It's what you have inside of you, the gifts, your beautiful heart, the love that you are capable of feeling and sharing with the world. It's all within you. Are you aware of it though? Are you perceiving it? Are you connected with it? Are you sharing it? Are you expressing it? Are you valuing it? We, the world, the universe, needs your treasure. It's exciting, it's fun, it's enriching for everyone else to see what you carry inside. Yeah? So don't hide in the shadows. Show us what you got. Okay? Do it for yourself, primarily. You're worth it. You're worth your own self-expression. You're worth your own liberation of your gifts. Remember, you are a star, literally, made to shine. So, let's see what the little booklet has. Momento. Where did I put my... One moment, guys. I need to look for the book. Alright. Tango! It's tango, guys. It's such a romantic, amazing dance. It's my favorito. One day I'm going to perform. I'm visualizing it already. Why not? It's never too late. It's never too late. Allora, Treasure Island. Essential meanings: the law of attraction bringing dreams into fruition, the results of positive thinking made manifest, abundance appearing as if from nowhere, financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. Sounds good to me. Now, in the reverse, beware. Poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in a fear that you will lose what you've acquired, so you hold on so tight that you miss the opportunity to expand? You're challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except your confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find abundance waiting for you to claim it. Isn't that what we've been talking about? Isn't that my whole spiel with my Marie Kondo stint? That our mind wants to keep us in our comfort zone, whereas there's so many opportunities the universe is dishing up to us, but they're probably the higher vibration, next level. So we need to let go of the baggage to ascend and vibrate on the same frequency of all of these abundant opportunities that are literally on your doorstep. Huh? Don't play small. I know you have gifts inside of you. I know it. Bah? So many talents to be discovered. You might be saying, I don't know what my talent is. Well, go out and find out. Follow your joy. That's why your joy is so important. It's like your, Joseph Campbell says, follow your bliss. It's your indicator. What sparks your curiosity? Like for me with dancing, I just started 2 months ago. Why not? Why not? Who cares? It's for me. Just follow your curiosity and something will be revealed to you that might seem trivial, but it might expand into who knows. That's the whole point of the adventure here, guys. But the important thing is not to keep your jewels and the treasure locked up inside of you. Open it up. Appreciate it. Know you're worthy. Know that you have everything it takes. You just need to take the next small step. And if you don't know how to do that, Magic Mel is a super coach, joy coach, who can actually I don't like the word teach you, guide you, facilitate you allowing yourself to take the next little step towards your dreams and bring them into your manifestation. So if you want to know how, if you want to try out my coaching. My email is in the message box below in the description box. Va? Vamos. Okay, and this is super long. I'm going to paste it together. It's Friday. Have a beautiful last weekend of April. If you're watching this video at some other time, it doesn't matter, because guess what? Nothing is random in the universe. So the time you're watching it is the perfect right time for this message to be scanned over to you. Va? And stay tuned. Subscribe, like, and share. Email me for coaching. email me for energy readings, and stay tuned for our next episode. Al and I have got your back. Ba? Ciao, Bandidos.